Welcome, guys. It's a brand new week, and this is the PM Extra Gossip Room, where the tea is hot and the gossip is always fresh. If this is your first time joining us here, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share, like, and comment. And today, I'm doing it with the man himself, Pablo and Kwame. It's been a while, though.
Yeah, it's been long.
You know,
Pablo,
right?
Pablo, how was your week? Because last week the ghost bus.
The week has been great. The weekend has been good. We are here again.
They'll kill us all.
To spill more tea yes, and gossip more as usual. Kwame, welcome on board.
Are you ready for the heat?
I'm here. Bring it on.
Okay. With that being said, please let's just dive straight into the highlights of the week. Let's talk about Ohinene's reign as HOH.
I think it was more like a good regime.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of when I became HOH, but nothing close to that. Wait, I kind of the guy was strict, and then I just feel how I love how he regulated everything. Although, I mean, some people were complaining about portions and proteins and all that, but I feel it's for the good, right? Food was supposed to be regulated. Everything was supposed to be done well. So, Ohinene did well. And the hate is getting from the housemates. He's clearly the front runner. And, of course, you have people coming at him. But it's fine. He'll be fine. I feel he did well, if you ask me. Yeah. He did well.
Okay, for me, comparing this reign to the other one, I feel like this is second time being the head of house. He was more like pleasing his people in terms of his cycle.
Which is the first one, right?
No, the second one, yeah. He wasn't, though I believe that he has good traits of being a good leader when issues come, the way he approaches and solve it as holistically with the house and even taking accountability. So that's a good trait of being leader. Yeah. But all the same, I feel like he was more pleasing Ja and Irama since he is more closer to them, and rather using his reign to as a personal vindictor on the other housemates.
Well, I bet today. Okay, so with Ohinene's reign as HOH, I feel the reason we are having issues with protein and food portions is the fact that the food they had when Naya and what's his name? Bogdan were HOH. I think it was because the housemates didn't really enjoy the meal that was prepared during that particular week. And one thing about portions is that when the meal is not nice to your satisfaction, you wouldn't mind not eating. Yeah, but then this time around, you could see the excitement on the faces of the housemates that the food was given. So you see, when the food is nice and then you get small portion, of course you'll be pissed.
I strongly disagree with you. You understand? During their time at HOH, food were like when it's time to cook, they cook on time. None of them complain about I have smaller meat, my food quantity is small. No, but this time around, you see there are even a scenario where Ja was sharing food, Irama was there, Ohinene was there, and they were saying that give me this, give me this, give me that. You understand? So all the food issues that happen in the house is clearly orchestrated just for them.
I feel
for
it's
them
human
to have
nature. You see, when Bogdan EA and Naya was in power, you saw what they did as well. They were also pleasing their people. I mean,
but none of them complain about.
Let's now compare. Let's now compare Ohinene's first reign. He was so cool and all that, but right now you can see obviously cliques are being formed.
Of course,
people are being pleasing like of the other way housemates. So I feel what Ohinene is doing right now is according to the kind of energy he got from them. That's what is kind of
to me. It brings me down to the taste.
No, it's use his power.
If the food is nice, if you give me a smaller portion, I will complain. If it's not nice, I don't mind.
Nature. If you were in power and you did whatever you did, subconsciously, I also pray that okay, let me also get to this position and see how things goes. Do you understand? So although it's not good, but as I said, it's human nature. He did what he did. And then, of course, people would have something to say. Whatever Ohinene would do, other housemates will not love it. So he should just be himself.
I understand, he's being himself, but he's not use his power as a personal vendetta on other.
But you saw how
But
Bogdan
if
also
he
acted
says
when,
not
when he
fair.
was in way.
No.
When he was
But
also
that
in
day
power.
we are here,
Treated them
we talked about it. If he, like I said, he has a good trait of being a good leader because the issues happening in the house. He was able to take accountability. The most important thing of a good leader is taking accountability. He did take accountability because most
Which
of the
is
things
Ohinene,
happened.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he has a good trait. But the thing is, the food issues is clearly orchestrated just to punish some people.
But did they eat?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Did they eat? At the end of the day, they ate, right?
They
Me
ate, but
might
it's not
see,
fair.
it still
Oh, what
boils
is-
down to the fact that
Yeah.
probably when Bogdan and Naya were HOH, it wasn't up to their satisfaction. And they were
Exactly.
complaining
And
in the
aside
house.
that, you know, Bogdan was talking about this Indomie. He gave them 2 Indomie and all that. Before he now said, oh, it wasn't 2. He prepared it for them. He prepared it.
No,
you know,
no,
when
no,
it
no,
comes,
no.
see,
No, Kwame,
being
wait,
in
wait,
the house
wait.
myself,
Kwame, he
being
said-
in the
Kwame,
house
Kwame,
myself before,
Kwame,
I can
wait.
understand where
You
they
are-
are all coming
you
from.
are-
I
you are
understand.
misleading
I
our
understand
audience.
where Ohinene is coming from.
said-
I understand where Naya and Bogdan A are coming
See,
from.
Box-
So
this is
I
what Box
mean,
said.
it's human
See,
nature. It's bound to happen.
Box said he cooked one as a whole for the whole house. He shared one, cooked again, and shared another one. So he said he shared 2 to all the housemates. So what are you saying? You are misleading our audience. Please be fair.
I'm not
I understand that
misleading anybody.
You might have
The
have
audience
your
I was-
faves, but
No.
no, no,
I mean, I have my
Hot
own
rice.
opinions.
Yeah,
I
you
have
so-
my own opinion, so I'm sharing my opinion. So you can't tell me I'm misleading anybody.
Bring your chest.
Cool
Calm
it
down.
down.
Cool it down. Cool down.
Let me sip on something.
Sip. Please sip, sip, sip.
I've saved my.
I haven't
But
seen you
yet
sip, sip.
again, yet again, I feel Ohimba did what he did, and Nipa dear, whatever you do, people have something to say about it. So for
What I
crying out
liked
loud.
about him during his reign was the fact that when the housemates came to him with complaint, you know, he always
listened to
took accountability.
Yeah.
He saw where he was like falling short at, and then he tried to make amends and stuff. And that was, like he said, that's one characteristic of a good leader. So yeah, big ups to you, Ohinene.
You see, Pablo is kind of making this whole thing look as if we are supporting Ohinene, but
No,
no,
no, no, no, no,
we are
no,
just
no,
talking
no.
about the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that this happened, and this is our opinion.
And how we
You
see it
understand?
from our point of view.
Thank you very much.
So I'm also speaking from my point of view.
Exactly. So you shouldn't tell me.
but
I'm
where my-
misleading
Okay, it brings
someone.
me to this. No, it brings me to this. Do you think Naya and Bogdan, the issues they have with Ohinene, do you think it's just about food, or do you think like there's something
As yet again, I mean, I don't know how this is sounding, but I feel it is beyond portions and proteins. I feel they have their own issues already. We all know that they weren't cool. Things were happening before. Tempests were rising before Ohinene came into power again. So if even he gave plenty food, I'm sure someone will say the oil you gave me was too much. I'm sure someone will say the stew you gave me was too much and I couldn't eat and you wasted it. And now they gave you 3, she said 2, 3, whatever. But then I feel if you feel that food wasn't enough, you could go and maybe prepare tea or something else.
as a past housemate
Yeah.
of Big Mama,
Yeah.
I feel sometimes there's enough protein. Like there's enough for everyone. But the problem is with the people who prepare the food.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't know the number of spoons that will satisfy someone. And we all don't have the same
You know the
stomach.
best thing?
So I feel sometimes they should prepare the food in excess.
Okay, I get you. But do you know the best thing, who cooked jar, right?
Yeah.
The best thing jar should have done, because it's yam. When yam stays overnight, you can't eat it again. You won't enjoy it. So jar should have asked everybody how much would you, how many portions do you think
Yeah,
you can
I think
finish?
during our
How
scene, that
many
was what we
slices
were
do you think
doing.
you can finish? So if I say, okay, I think 4 will be fine, 5 will be fine, that would have been like the best thing to solve this whole yam issue. I feel probably he's thinking that, oh, a car is going to go waste.
And also, I think that he
So-
clarified that because Ohinene was the one who was slicing the yam. And then I think
Right.
he had to go and attend to something. And when Jack came, he felt that was just it. So he prepared just that.
But let me
Meanwhile,
ask this
there
question.
was enough yam there.
I don't know if I saw clearly, but did Ohinene also get 2 slices or 3 slices of yam? Did they also get the same portion?
But I think they served it, so it's there.
So,
you just
it was
and then,
everybody.
yeah.
You understand?
You
so
come and then you
this
choose
is
what you
no
like.
favorite play. This is simply what it was.
So does it bring us to the fact that it's not just
It's
about
not
food.
just about the portion and the protein, man. Something was already there. Now you know they like
what we watched.
Yeah.
I would have said it's only about the food, but based on Kwame's
it wasn't about the food,
trying to make it seems like it wasn't based about the food. I wish maybe he can give me an instance, but he didn't.
We'll come there.
So
the instance is that we all saw that they are not cool.
Cool how?
I mean, you don't need to go to
No,
tell you that.
wait, Kwame.
Kwame,
Pablo, right now, if you say there is some, we want to know what is like.
What
do you
happened?
understand? What do you think?
If it's not about the food issue, what happened?
Okay, so first of course, I feel you know the whole dynamics between Naya and Ohinene, their whole parenting. So I think that whole thing started from there. That I feel there's this resentment, not just from Naya, but from Ohinene as well. You know, we are humans. Sometimes you meet someone just for like unknown.
So are you saying anybody is jealous?
I feel
jealous.
No, I'm not saying anybody is jealous. I feel they are just not. You know, there's something that they are just not clicking. It's there. You just need to be there to feel it. You understand?
Like if you like someone,
from my angle, I feel they are not too cool. So let me use this instance. The friendship between Ja and Bogdan and Ohinene is different from the friendship between Bogdan and Ohinene. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that thing is already, they are not friends. And Ohinene is not faking. All of them are not faking. Bogdan is not faking, Naya is not faking, Ohinene is not faking. So I feel that's on them.
So if Kwame is trying to make it seem that it's the first week because of Ohinene didn't get Naya, or that's the reason why they are using the food issue to settle scores, I strongly disagree. You understand? Because Ohinene clearly stated that even Naya didn't give him that kind of energy. He was eyeing Irama, even backstage, and Irama even confirmed that he liked this guy. So I feel like their connection, or maybe their connection started backstage before they entered the house. So I strongly disagree with him using the pairing as an elastic aspect. Maybe there's something more.
That's what I feel.
As I said, and I strongly disagree with you.
To be honest, we are not seeing anything. So I believe whatever it is, it's something
that's
between
them, you know.
That we don't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
any idea.
So I'm going to base my
submission
based on the food issue. Now, you took accountability on the yam issue, which was very nice. What about the protein? Do you get it?
See, you know, one thing about protein is that sometimes you can get some small chicken be.
See, let's be real.
You know,
it's my time to speak. See,
okay.
Oh,
the thing
go ahead. I mean, I'm not stopping you.
The thing is, Larissa is the one who always pack the fishes, and when they bring it, like when they bring it in stock, so she separates it into maybe 16 sets and put it in the freezer. Now, when it was Bogdan's era, and Naya was the one cooking. Anytime she realized that there are some small portions of fish or protein inside, or the one they are coming to cook, she adds something to it. So anyone who get the smaller one will get maybe sausage or egg to it, so it complements it, so it will be fair. Yeah. So what happened this time around? That you are cooking, or maybe the one who brought out the thing, who spices and all that, you saw that no, this one is small. Because there's a precedent, like some has happened before. They added something to it so that there will be a fairness. So what changed?
But could it also be that he didn't know about this and he had no idea?
Exactly.
And that was the reason why last week I was so adamant on the fact that sometimes let's learn to caution people because they might not know everything, okay? So let's just say when the person who had the smallest portion of chicken, I mean, you could have just gone to the person who prepared the meal that, oh no,
thank you.
The chicken you are giving me this is too small.
But
do you understand?
They confirmed that they have always been telling Ja. Like on Saturday, Larissa said it. Even that day when Naya rejected that food, that she didn't even eat. This is Blanco, she rejected. She told them that the protein is small. and she walk on.
So there's something about cooking here. I know you are not going to agree with me regardless. So let me ask you. Let me even tell you. If you cook, the meats are not even of the same size. If you end up cutting, if you're someone who cook, you know. If me and my brother, after cooking, passing through all this stress, and now I have a protein, one is big and the other is small. Are you expecting me to take the small one?
No, no one is saying
No,
that.
no, I'm just
no
asking.
one is saying
are you
that.
expecting me to?
But
No, you're just being real here. If I cook, everyone has his duty to
wait,
cook.
So it's your duty to cook.
You should also not cut. If I cook, if I cook, and you. Are you expecting me to pick the smaller one? No, I'll give you the smaller and pick the big one.
Even with the food sharing,
it's not even about
they
favoritism.
always keep all the food on the table.
Yes,
so you just
so
come and pick the one that you want.
It's true. But
do you understand?
But this
so let's say that when you were coming to cook,
I think you are rather being against here.
I'm not being against here. I'm just
saying
you're just not trying to understand.
When it comes to food, I don't like making a big deal out of food. Me, my honest, when you even came to pick the food and you felt the protein was too small, you could have gone to fry egg or done something.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Who is even restricting someone from doing something?
And in the house, they are all there to learn from each other, you know.
Exactly.
Correct each other, compliment each other. So if it happens more than twice.
Did the chef or the HOH say that because your own is small, do this or that? No.
But there are certain things you don't have to wait for another housemate to tell you. Do you understand?
Fair enough.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because all of them have equal rights in Big Mama's house.
Exactly.
So if they're giving me fish and it's too small, no one has a right to stop you from going to take another fish.
I disagree with you guys anyways.
See, being a past housemate,
okay.
I think I know where this is coming from. If someone has served you food and you feel your protein is not enough,
okay,
go and prepare yourself one.
So it brings me to Ja. Do you think Ja is rude or is just blunt?
You see, you can be blunt without being condescending or rude. You understand? I agree that he's blunt guy, like he says how it is. But what happened on Saturday, I feel like he was rather condescending. Understand? Calling your fellow housemate lazy. Your girl you are with, she has never ever cooked anything in the house before.
If someone is lazy, you should call them out.
No, wait. in this context where he was calling them lazy, it's wrong because
that was his duty.
That's your duty to cook. Are you expecting that someone who scrubs the staircase or the bathhouse to come to the kitchen to help you to cook? If the person that's volunteering, like that's the person out his own will. Okay. So you calling your fellow housemate lazy is very like it was so unnecessary for me.
As for that side, there means I wasn't happy with him, honestly, because that was your duty. The roles were shared, and yours was to be in the kitchen. And if someone is also scrubbing the bathhouse, I don't know how he expects them to leave it and then come in. But if you need help, I'm sure if he needed help from any of the housemates, he could have reached out to them. Do you understand?
So I get where you're coming from here. So I feel when I see Ja, I feel he has anger issues. And we all have ways of going about situations. You know, sometimes cooking is very daunting. Yeah. Standing to do all that and someone coming to tell you this is not enough and all. Sometimes I feel like, I've been doing all this and you're here telling me this. So I feel he's blunt, but he's not rude. He just doesn't know how to navigate through, that whole emotions, you understand? I
feel what happened on stage on Saturday, I feel he maybe spoke out of anger because of how they were all coming at him about the
exactly my point. That's his way of
issue.
But he wasn't fair.
But my honest,
that's the truth.
How he replied, it was actually rude. It was out of way. Honestly, because that's your duty. Yeah. People were scrubbing the bathhouse. No one was complaining.
Human emotions and feelings.
But and like I said, they are all in that house to learn from each other.
Exactly.
So next time when another situation like this presents itself, I hope they find a better way to go about it.
Grace, let me use this as an example. I also had anger issues before going to that house. Okay, you too, right? So I've because of the constant, coming at me from my housemate, from my colleagues that, you didn't say this way. I listened. I sat down and thought about the whole thing, like how I was going about things. I was like, yeah, it's true. I didn't do well. Yeah. But we are humans. We will change. So I feel that is his own way. Big Mama's house is a place where you learn, certain courtesy.
Unlearn,
yeah. So exactly. You don't have anger issues again.
I said
I don't. When you go to Big Mama's house and you have anger issues, then the anger issues must vanish by the time the show ends. Because, hey!
But come to think of it, that's his own way. He will learn. Big Mama will, groom them. Yeah, it's one day at
And
a
Big
time.
Mama is doing well. Shout out, Big
Yeah.
Mama. So let's talk about Akorfa and Bogdan's friendship. Do you think they have feelings for each other, or do you think it's just, mere coincidence?
I don't think Bogdan has feelings for Akorfa. I think that she still sees Akorfa to be his friend. There's nothing, maybe romance or something, feelings or. But I still feel like Akorfa still kind of like Bogdan. Yeah, a little bit. Though right now you can see that clearly Akorfa is really, really into Perry. Like, though Perry is not with her anymore.
This Akorfa and Perry's issue will come back.
Yeah, but for Bogdan, no, I don't see, no. Yeah. They are just friends, yeah.
I feel like it's just in people's head.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
I don't think there's anything there.
Akorfa, as I said, I think I agree. At least for once, I can agree with you. So Akorfa officially, I can say, is like hopeless romantic on the show right now because of how things turn out for her.
Be careful.
Why am I saying this? No, why am I saying this? Because I mean, when she came in the house, she came with this whole aura of, I'm that girl. I'm that girl. I have the crown. I need to get, the best guy in this house.
Like, she knows what she's about.
Didn't play out that way for her. So she, of course, liked Bogdan. She made mention that she liked Bogdan, but Bogdan obviously doesn't like Akorfa. So I feel, she said, a lady, ladies, you people end up catching feeling more than we guys. So there's nothing really there for Bogdan here, but I feel Akorfa is kind of hoping since Perry didn't work out.
See, let me tell you something. Personally, I'm so sad about a lot of things that's happening in Big Mama's house right now. Okay, let me just be honest today.
Okay.
Akorfa is someone, I think off camera, all of us had high hopes. Like, for her, okay?
Yeah, Charlie.
And for the fact that she allowed other housemates to influence certain decisions.
Head, eh? Okay.
I think that the other day I said it on this podcast that when Akorfa comes out of Big Mama's house and she watches certain things that happened when she was in Big Mama's house, she will question certain people and certain decisions she took whilst in Big Mama's house. She had a good thing going on with Perry, honestly. Yeah. And then she allowed Blanco.
Perry was like the perfect person for Akorfa.
Honestly, because she was hot and Perry was cold. So it was balancing the equation.
It was so balancing. And I feel, as she said, she was listening to people and she felt, it's just week 1 or week 2.
And it brings me to this. You are on that show for a purpose. You didn't come on that show to make friends, listen to what, because it's a competition.
At the end of the day,
if they are seeing you as friends, they should be out of the competition so you would win. Yeah. Because she listened to what's her name? Ajwa Black. Yeah. And then Blanco. And look at where Akorfa is today.
Do you think, I feel Blanco low-key likes Akorfa?
Akorfa doesn't
Exactly. That's why he was kind of getting into the girl's head.
Blanco, I want Akorfa to stand up for herself and realize that this guy is manipulating her in some way. Because he's making it look like Akorfa needs him to survive in the house. Right now, that's how he's trying to make it.
He's more like the godfather for Akorfa. And with whatever they have going on, I don't know if it's love or it's just situation that is bringing them together to, obvious.
The siblingship. But on Akorfa and the Perry, I was shocked when I was watching. I was shocked that Akorfa was still talking about Perry.
She still likes the guy.
That was when I realized that the lady really catched feelings for Perry. And she has to blame herself, I understand. She just has to sit down and do introspection of her own self and her own attitude. Then she will be better off. But the thing is, she should understand that Perry is gone. I don't think Perry will...
She made those two people spoil again. Like, honestly.
Do you know something? We have some people that for them to express their love for you, they will go the hard way. I feel that was the situation between Perry and Akorfa.
Let me tell you, do you know the vibe Blanco is? Blanco is giving me
vibe.
No, Blanco cannot give my vibe. I am different. Blanco will not admit to whatever he says. Blanco is doing comme ci, comme ça. Don't compare Blanco
but you also sometimes never admit certain things.
Me, Kwame, I admitted everything I said on that show The tickets are there. Go and check.
They said the tickets
The
receipts.
receipts are there. Go and check. I would, if I say this to you and we come on Saturday, I would say, yeah, I said it. I won't even act coy. I won't even con. No, I'll tell you, yeah, this is what I said. So please, I'm not part of that one. I'm not part of that equation.
So you're not a coward?
I'm not a coward, in other words. Meaning you're trying to call Blanco a coward.
Blanco is clearly a coward.
Oh, he said Blanco is a coward. Is that my camera? He said Blanco is a coward. So as I was saying, we have people like Akorfa. Before they will love you,
like
they'll
hard
come.
girl.
You were told to do the song before, but unfortunately for her, this competition. We have laps. We have time. How did they? We have time bomb.
Like I feel
you don't need all the time to do all that before.
Akorfa was too relaxed because she felt like no matter what, Perry was still going to be there. But it's a competition.
Yes, there's a time lapse.
It's a competition. And I know with the Perry and Kondon dynamic, I'm sure it took her by surprise. Yeah. But
and now
that's how life
is. She's in denial. Like she's feeling, oh, I can still get the guy back. Because, I mean, this soft guy that I used to, manipulate, talk to anyhow, how come he just left
and
within a
she
split?
could have gotten Perry back, though, honestly.
On the show.
Perry is tired of Akorfa.
No. On the show, I doubt.
Maybe no.
Perry was just tired of Akorfa's,
like she could have turned on a new leaf, honestly. I was still hopeful it could have worked.
She was trying.
Okay.
No, I wasn't hopeful.
No.
She was calm.
We are all watching.
No, she started learning.
We are all watching the same show. The first week, Ellen came.
Yeah.
And then after the kissing scene, it was clearly Akorfa trying to get her man back. That was Akorfa trying to get her man back.
Oh, yeah.
No hate for Akorfa, but I love her.
So
I'm not
you not get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get it.
That particular week, she could have gotten her man back.
Yeah.
Because we could all attest to the fact that with everything that was happening, Perry was still,
No,
you will see Perry talking to her and stuff like that.
You won't understand that guy. Perry is like a dark horse. Or as he's coming, you are not seeing him. Before you see, he's already there. He's, Perry is a master planner.
No, it's not like Perry is I feel like Perry is the slow but sure type of guy.
The boy they plan for his head though.
Do you understand?
They plan, but you will not know.
Rushing.
If you see his face, no emotions.
Exactly. So let's talk about Perry and Ellen's apology date. How did you find it?
I felt it was
so
romantic.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Because I liked it.
I love beautiful things,
Yeah. Give it to me.
I'm surprised at you guys.
This guy is always
okay.
Opposing.
So I've been speaking for Perry. You understand to move on from Akorfa whole situation. So in a way, I'm a pedon shipper as well.
Allah.
Not
this
guy.
He know what they like.
But no. As for him, there is Perry. He's Perry. Perry them.
So like I said, like I'm a Perry fan. Like I've supported him in terms of his dynamics with Akorfa because I felt like.
How did you support him in a house or?
No, like with my tweets and my speaking about him on spaces. You understand? Because I felt like Akorfa really disrespected him. You understand? So he needs to move on. So in a way, I'm kind of pedon shaper because like I wanted him to move on to another lady. Now, the date was needed. You understand? In a way, just for Kondon to calm her nerves down because even during the week, Kondon even said that. They are friends and Perry wanted to cry and all that. So in a way it was needed. But where I was surprised was those housemates who came there to eat and dine and were dancing. I was like, from where to where? You people casted.
What did you have them do?
No, but Charlie, they should have stood on business.
But they've let it go. I think it's in the past.
Yes,
I mean.
No, but
Perry has apologized. He has accepted his mistake.
No. Perry should have only called on Ohinene because he was the one who stood behind him.
No.
That's the truth.
And Perry is a peaceful guy. He doesn't keep.
It was not even Perry that wanted the other housemate. It was Kondon. And as a woman.
Yeah.
Women.
The apology was for her, right? So
exactly.
she needed people there
to,
comfort her, to feel.
So I think it was okay.
Yeah, it was needed.
It was the wisest thing she could have done.
Yeah. Perry, she needed people around her, to feel the apology.
Perry, you have
proper.
to be the man in the relationship. Not everything your woman will say you will follow. Be the man in the relationship. You understand?
Perry is doing okay. In fact, if Perry was listening to this advice, that's the like the bad advice I've ever
Perry,
heard
you have to
someone
listen
say.
to advice.
with
You don't
what
respect your
happened,
woman. How do you
with
respect your
what
woman?
happened after
You
the
respect
date,
your
it
woman
was
by
needed.
listening
Listen
to
to
her
her.
and
Yeah.
do what she wants.
Listen.
She just
This
wanted
is not
unity.
even.
Oh,
This is
she
not
wanted
even
unity.
her.
relax.
Exactly.
He wanted Ohinene to be there. Do you get it? Maybe Kondon could have said, oh, bring one or two other housemates. Then she will mention those names. But she said, bring all of them. That's a wrong move because
It's not wrong.
Listen,
See,
it's
no,
a wrong
no,
move
okay.
because
you're saying
most of them there.
It's not wrong.
To a certain level.
Most of
No,
them there
I don't
were
understand him.
against their
You
relationship.
understand exactly. Okay, I understand him. I understand
They were
him.
against the relationship.
Does Kondon have problem with those people that came?
No, she
Does
might
she have
not
problem?
have a problem.
They might have
with
problem
them.
with her,
Okay, no,
but she doesn't have any problem
have
with
a
them.
problem with them. But
Exactly.
with the way the entire
That
situation
played
escalated
out.
that day,
Yeah.
I think I understand Pablo
Where
to a
he's coming
certain
from.
degree and where he's
So maybe
coming from.
Kondon will
Honestly.
say, oh,
Yes, Theo.
call one or two these people to
It
join.
was wise of it.
Exactly,
her to
yes,
ask
Theo.
that
You
the
know,
other
you don't-
housemates should be present.
Two
No,
wrongs
I
doesn't
But
make it
then,
right.
I also feel like,
No, two wrongs makes
in
right.
one way or
When we were
the
in
other.
school,
Yeah.
we were saying something like negative
And
plus negative, this
sometimes
positive.
when you
This-
give, when you
so you
give
can't tell me
people
that two
too
wrongs
many,
makes
like,
that don't make right.
No,
Yeah.
of course, I still stand by
Tit
what
for
I said.
tat. So
Not
why
tit for tat.
are you saying that
She-
karma is real?
No,
So what are you
she,
saying?
on the other hand,
we make
felt
some-
that she needed those people there at the moment. And that's her. I feel I respected what she did. She is
So,
like, they are more like the
okay.
peaceful couple in the house. So
I think that's what I also
that's the
see
perfect
so far.
thing, you know. You don't meet people
So,
up
do you,
that way.
okay.
I'm trying to change, you know, first like I'll be like more
Please,
violence.
no violence, no violence,
Let
bro,
me sip on
bro.
something.
Okay, how would you describe Seven? Do you
My
think
guy.
he is conspiring with Akorfa?
Okay, so I feel like Seven is a condescending person. Understand? He always feel like he's more superior than the other housemates, especially Perry. What he said on stage last Saturday about Perry was
I was so pissed,
wrong.
honestly.
Like,
Yeah, that wasn't right at
honestly.
all.
like from where to where?
No, honestly, that was so downgrading,
That was so
honestly.
rude, man.
And I think Big Mama should allow Seven to apologize to Perry. He didn't try at all.
See, Perry on the other hand, didn't take it like that way. He didn't take it like how.
I think this
That's my
morning-
problem with
See,
it. But that's my problem with Perry.
The guy is just a peaceful guy, you come to think of it.
Yesterday, Perry had a conversation with Lily
Okay.
on what's transpired during the time his mom passed and stuff like that.
Charlie,
And
this
see-
mom thing.
I understood him to a certain level, okay? Until you've lost someone so
Dear
close
to
to you.
you.
I think Perry is not calm. Normally, it doesn't look like Perry used to be a calm person.
Yeah.
But then I think the death of his mother has really,
You know, it has really worked on him. It has
do you
taken a
understand?
big toll on him.
And from the conversation he had with Lily, it means that everything people say he sees. Like he hears what people say.
Yeah.
He's seeing the movements, everything that is going on. Even the things people think he's oblivious to, he's seeing.
So,
But he has decided to, you know what, he's just going to become. Because for someone to lose his mother and then said all he cared about doing was to smile because his mom loves to smile.
so let me add to that here. You see how Perry is acting. When you tend to endure pain for long, you don't get to
numbs
react to what people are saying. Because already that guy is in the whole...
Yeah. It's like he's not himself.
mood. Yeah,
He has
he's
become
always
a
in that...
different person.
that cage of sorrow, of emotions. So I feel because of that, it has overwhelmed him. So he's not seeing where any hate is coming from.
And I feel,
He's just living in the
one
moment
thing I
and-
don't know the people who are around Perry, who advise Perry. I think they should tell Perry it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
Because I feel Perry has bottled up so much do you understand
Yes,
what
so
I'm
much,
saying? And I
emotions
understand
in
him
him.
because there was a time when I lost my sister.
Okay.
When I lost my sister, I think it changed my entire perspective, how I viewed life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started, I wouldn't say I was living wayward, but then someone that I really used to club, I started clubbing because I
Exactly.
was trying to look for an escape.
That was your coping mechanism, my dear.
I understand, but I feel like he
And
needs
so,
to,
because,
man up a
because
little bit.
He'll be
they've
fine.
seen
I think
he's
with
calm,
With
he's
time,
calm,
Perry will be
even
fine.
no matter the number of times they speak down on him, he will just smile. So I feel the other housemates feel like, oh, Like he not be anybody.
Like
But he knows what he's doing. Trust
he
me.
knows
I
what he's
agree.
doing.
I agree with you, but I feel like he needs to man up because see the way Seven.
Like
From
Saturday,
where-
I was
what
so
Seven
sad
said
and I was
was
tearing. Like I was.
How can you bully someone like that?
I think Big Mama should allow Seven apologize to Perry on a more
Does
serious note.
Does Perry need an apology? Does he want the apology?
I think he spoke to, is it Lily?
Yeah, he spoke about it.
The
Yeah,
situation that happened.
He's doing well. They
He
should
was just smiling.
now Perry can see clearly that Seven doesn't like him.
Oh, man,
He's
I've always
self-aware.
been saying that he's not an naive person. He knows,
No,
like,
he's not naive.
He's an intelligent. He knows
Very.
whatever
He
he
He's
does.
a
just
master
delays in
planner.
reacting.
Yes.
No, he delays. The way something will happen, then
Exactly.
Perry would like to calm,
Perry
ponder
is a
before he
Libra.
reacts.
Perry is a Libra. You know, I love this whole zodiac thing. How
It
I
brings
also
me
go
to
about my
when
things.
Kondon asked him how he felt when, Seven said whatever he said to him on stage.
Yes.
And
The reply was
he
so
gave,
soothing.
That's what.
and I think Perry is leaving the reply. Because
You see, that's why I said Perry doesn't need any apology from Seven. Because he has seen who Seven is. And he describes Seven to be someone who talks too much. Seven is coming from the whole... I feel Seven is on a vacation, although he came to find love. I feel he's on a way, he's on a vacation, some top. He came to have fun. And of course, to grab a love.
Nigga is singing.
So do you think-
Nanue.
He's having fun.
The guy is saying
he's on a
somewhere,
vacation.
chocolate outside. He said he's from New York. I beg.
He's from Ghana. Excuse me.
Okay.
Do you have the accent that he has?
Let's
Excuse
talk
me.
about
He's from
Lily.
here.
Lily Brown. Do you think Lily is giving us what we bargained for?
No. So far,
Like
so
she's
far, so
too
bad.
dull, like
Charlie.
she's not giving.
And when
The
Lily also came
drama,
in, I
the
saw her to be
suspense,
like that girl,
yeah.
that girl. But she came in,
She's
like
relaxed.
she came to relax. She's
When they
sleeping
all
on
come into
herself.
the house, they just relax.
Like
Please.
Big Mama's house,
Give us-
even a
give
day.
us a show.
Do something.
Give us a
a
show.
day. People want this opportunity.
Focus
They are not
on
getting.
you first before you focus on your
Someone.
pet.
I mean, they are just
Please.
sleeping on Lily.
Candy.
To me,
You
Lily is
didn't
doing
give us
nothing.
what we expected to see.
So that's fine. But
came
on
to
Lily,
sleep.
I feel like she's not doing anything to us.
too
Like
relaxed,
I hope that this week the pair with Ohinene will bring the best out of her.
Ohinene is the only one that is kind of assertive to me. He stands on business. When they ask him, he will talk
Someone
out
who
and all
bows
that.
his down, your head down on Saturday live show when they ask him questions, he says he stands on business.
But he talks, doesn't he
I
talk?
beg.
He talks, my guy. Please stop.
But
Stop.
he
The hate is not even
there are
nice.
certain situations it's
I'm
better
not
not to
hating,
talk
but I'm
about.
stating the fact.
Okay.
No, that's not. He
It's
still
sometimes
talks.
when they ask him questions.
Most
on
of them,
the-
when they ask them, they kind of act some way, some like cadestical be, then they will leave it. But Ohinene will still talk.
Okay.
Ja will talk. Bogdan will talk.
Yeah.
Naya too is kind of coming, but the
Yeah.
rest and Irama, she's not a drama type. She will just
Yeah.
say it, and go.
Yeah.
But like the rest, I feel they are all playing.
Like everyone is playing safe.
I don't want to. But that's them.
Let's talk about Big Mama's new twist. How do you find Big Mama's new twist?
The pairing.
The pairing.
Oh, I feel it's spicing up things. I love it.
Me,
It's
I don't
going to
love
spark-
it too.
Oh, I love it.
Me, I don't love it.
See,
Do you
that
love
is
it?
where Big
Yes,
Mama
I
is
do,
actually
but
testing.
it's too late.
Big Mama is actually testing everybody's fidelity for each other. That's what
Do you
she's
think
doing.
that's what Big Mama is trying to do?
If you are comfortable with this person and now you've been switched to someone else,
Okay.
now we want to see
I
how
think
you
it's
would
teaching
do with that
discipline.
one. Exactly. So I feel it's good. That was the best thing Big Mama did. And then it will also make them open up and probably release that hate, that kind of thing. They
Get
have
to
for
know
each other,
people
you
for who
understand?
they are.
Yeah, so I feel that was the best thing Big Mama did.
Yeah.
And I even love the
You
speed
always
date.
want to.
I love the speed dating. Like, it's good to bring things like this to see how, because it's even boring for
I'm
you
just
to be with
hoping that
someone
the new
forever
twist,
like that.
the new ships,
not-
like they will stay. Like some of them,
The new
yeah.
Big.
Then the
Are you serious right
Which
now?
one do you
being
want
serious.
to stay?
This guy.
Tell which one do you want to
I'm a
stay?
Jarama shipper.
What?
Jarama.
Why do you think Kondon and Akorfa rejected Seven's flower?
Okay, for me, I think that this is the perfect opportunity for Akorfa to move away from Blanco.
Again, I understand
But-
you. Like, I side with you.
But I don't know why she didn't take that opportunity. I also feel like because of how Seven
Okay, spoke about.
they spoke about the whole and
Like he talks too much.
and there
Me-
was a
okay.
clip that shows that Akorfa was talking to Seven about Perry. So you understand? So, though I don't know her reasons, but I think that was a perfect opportunity for her to shift away from Blanco.
Maybe she's thinking about Blanco too.
Yeah,
maybe she doesn't want to disappoint Blanco.
Akorfa, I feel.
But for Kondon,
But this is not a friendship show.
Yes, you know Akorfa with this what's his name, Blanco thing. It's just not working. Akorfa should just forget about friendship.
It doesn't sit well with me.
She
I
just forget
think
about
Blanco
that
should let Akorfa
yeah,
be.
Blanco,
so
can you hear me? Allow the girl. People don't have anything left. I don't see the future.
In the house. He's restricting her. His people outside
I understand the fact that he loves Akorfa as a sister and all that, but then they should just move on.
So, Kondon, I feel like Kondon only like it's understanding because you cannot disrespect my man in front of me and expect me to take your flower. No.
And also, I think one other reason why Akorfa rejected the guy's Seven's flower was because he sent his flower to Kondon first, and then because she rejected, now you are. It's like you now feel like I'm now a second option.
A rebound or something, yeah.
She can't be a second option. So it was good they both rejected. Okay, Ebusian 4. Let's talk about Nigel and Black Angela's eviction. It was one of them evictions I didn't see coming, honestly.
I saw it coming.
You did?
Why did
I had high hopes, though.
You know, yet again, with Nigel too, with me, if you ask me about Nigel was this, cool guy. He wasn't just giving anything for me. With Black Angela, at least I can see the whole storyline with her and Erama, and she was, giving us, that thing. But Nigel is forgettable to me. If we talk about PMS season 3, and I want to talk about certain characters, I'm not sure I will remember him. I would maybe meet him some before, be like, oh,
Peter
Nigel.
Parker.
Yeah, understand.
Angela.
So,
but the
eviction
Parker,
was so sad. But then it's a reality show.
Yeah.
One must stay, one must leave for the other to win. So, I'm so sorry, guys. You will be fine. Just take it easy on yourself. So,
now from Niger and like me, I knew that they would go. Understand? Yeah, I knew that they would go based on the previous post.
The chats.
Yeah, so I knew that they would go. They're not that strong.
I was hoping for a miracle.
In the ship, it can clearly see it was one person who is holding the ship down, just like Akorfa is holding Self and Blanco ships down. Yeah. So
are you trying to say you agree with me with the Nigel issue? I don't.
No, I disagree
one
with
person
you.
was holding it. So you mean Black Angela was holding the whole thing?
Issue, but
and Nigel was not.
Black Angela was holding the thing.
Say it with your chest. Why are you acting
listen?
some way?
Like I said,
say it.
I'm speaking. Like I said, I agree with you on the Black Angela holding the ship on.
So but you're not saying it.
I disagree with you saying that Nigel was.
That's what you are saying, bro. You are trying to just beat around the bush.
I'm not beating around the bush.
That was what I said.
I can agree with you on the...
The guy wasn't giving content. He was just forgettable. That's what I said.
No, that's why I said I disagree with you on that.
But then, you said again that Black Angie was the one holding the ship.
You are refusing to understand what I'm saying.
You are just trying to speak in different language. You are trying to make me the villain here.
Because right now, you're talking in terms of votes.
Exactly.
He was talking
he's talking in terms of votes, and you are talking in terms of...
No. Don't think for him. I know what this guy is thinking.
No, you cannot think for me.
Oh, no, I know what you're saying. That's what you're trying to say.
What I'm saying is that in terms on the chat, like I made it clear that from previous posts, you can clearly see that there will be the one we are going to be evicted.
So do you think like they were giving the content that we needed?
They were.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, they were in their own way.
In their own way,
just that you maybe you didn't pay attention to them.
No, I was paying attention to them, but we had obvious people that like I won't compare their shape to Bogdan and Naya.
No, so they weren't strong. That's the truth. They weren't all that strong.
In terms of votes, they weren't strong.
No, even not the vote. You guys be real. Even not the vote. Aside that, we have characters like. Yet again, Naya, Bogdan, Ohinene, Erama. They are not doing anything, but they are still doing something. But with them, they don't have a storyline. With them, I'm not seeing any storyline. Okay.
To me, I feel it's all boiled down to the vote.
Yeah. It was a vote, right?
Or will you be in a relationship with a girl who will in a way choose his friends over you?
Choose who is choosing who over who?
Then you guys are not watching the show.
No, now you made a submission.
It's about Kiki now. Kiki clearly is choosing the side of her friends over Ja.
Which friends?
Please be simplicity. I don't know. Just break it down.
If you are watching this, if I say
break
you have
it
to
down.
understand.
You are saying something, but you are not saying anything at all.
Maybe it's something you have observed that we haven't.
Listen, it's clearly about the whole food issue. You understand? And the Saturday night issue. So yesterday, you know, they have already talked about it. I think Saturday after Ohinene addressed the house, they talked about it. After the Saturday too, they talked about it. And yesterday too, she was still insisting that whatever Ja did was wrong, and Kiki was concerned about what the other side, which is Bogdan and Naya Dems, are thinking about her now.
In terms of, I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to say her image, right?
Exactly. So she feels like she's losing them. It's like she's losing their friends because
is that
she's
what
close.
She said?
That's how she's insinuating.
You said she's
I don't
feeling.
see any
Are you in her
friendship between them.
No, but from the conversation they had.
Maybe that's a way of trying to tell the guy that you didn't do well.
No, she has, listen. She has told the guy already.
I saw what you are talking about.
You understand?
Yeah,
they have had conversations about it already. The guy has accepted his fault and all that. Now, at a point, even yesterday at a point, the guy was even asking the lady, did she come on the show with anyone? The lady couldn't even answer.
With anyone? Okay, I guess.
So because, I don't know. I cannot quote her verbatim, like, but I know how the conversation went. You understand? So Kiki was creating an impression that
like she cares.
She cares about the opinions of the
others
rather than she supporting a man.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't feel that way. I feel Kiki is a lady. Kiki actually cares about
prim and proper.
Prim and proper. She's all about that. She's a pageant queen. She auditioned for GMB and all that. She's a pageant queen. So I get where she's coming from. That doesn't make her less of loving Ja.
Yeah.
I feel that's her own way of, trying to correct the guy and all. You didn't see it that way.
And I mean,
you're not in her mind.
All this boils down to the fact that I think every housemate is trying to promote unity and peace.
Yeah, this season, right?
Honestly.
You see what Kiki is doing, eh? In a show like this, you don't need to make too much
I'm even
enemies.
scared of Ja's mental health. For him to even
for real, Ja is a strong guy.
For him to even ask her that did you come on the show with anyone, it means that like the thing is really getting into him.
No,
you understand?
Thing, I think Kwame mentioned that Ja seems to be someone who is quick-tempered.
No,
exactly.
Because this is not an issue.
Kiki is not doing too much.
How is Kiki
Kiki is not doing too much.
Kiki
is just
to be honest.
See, Kiki is just being human. That's all.
How is Kiki doing too much?
In a reality show, you need friends as well. So probably she just doesn't want that whole, people coming for them.
Awkward feelings.
They
miss them and then,
that. She just doesn't want it. You need
to me, I don't think
you need people to be at your side. Besides, they will nominate, themselves and all that. So she's just playing safe.
And that's a wrap, guys. Thank you for tuning in with us today. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do well and subscribe, like, comment, share to your family, friends, and all your PM Extra lovers. Until next time, please stay cute.
Bye-bye.
And remember, the tea is always Kondon.
Peace out.